In the quiet moments of dusk, when shadows stretch long and the stars begin their silent watch, I find myself reflecting on the fragility of our connection. Though our love once promised eternity, it now seems destined to fade into the realm of beautiful but fleeting memories. Our hearts once beat in sync, a rhythm that defied the very essence of time. Yet now, as I glance towards the horizon, it becomes increasingly clear that our paths are diverging, leaving us to cherish what we had while acknowledging that our future together was never meant to be. Sometimes love is a bittersweet melody, its notes echoing through the corridors of time. As I write this, I realize that our song, once filled with hope, is now nearing its final refrain. The future we dreamed of remains a distant dream, slipping through our fingers like sand. We built castles in the air, dreaming of a future where our love would flourish forever. But as reality encroaches upon our dreams, I can no longer deny that our future together is a mirage fading with each passing day. Your absence from my life is a quiet testament to the truth we both avoided. Our love was meant to be a beautiful chapter, not a lifelong saga. Though I cherish our memories, I must face the reality that our future together was never a certainty. In the grand tapestry of existence, our threads have woven a tale of passion and tenderness. Yet, as I step back to view the whole picture, it's evident that our future together is a thread that was never destined to be part of the final design. Love is often portrayed as a never-ending journey, but sometimes it is merely a beautiful interlude. As we part ways, I find solace in the knowledge that our time together was precious, even if it was not meant to stretch into the horizon. The future we once envisioned now seems like a distant star, shining brightly but impossibly far away. Our love, though intense and genuine, was always meant to be a fleeting constellation in the sky of our lives. In the end, it is not the absence of love that causes pain, but the recognition that our love was a temporary bloom in the garden of existence. Our future together was but a fleeting dream, now dissolving into the dawn of reality. Our hearts danced to a rhythm that seemed eternal, but as the music fades, I must come to terms with the fact that our love was meant to be a transient spark, not the everlasting flame we once hoped for. As the days stretch out before us, it becomes clear that our paths are diverging. The future we once envisioned together is now a mere illusion, a beautiful fantasy that time has gently dispelled. In the quiet aftermath of our love, I find myself mourning not the loss of what was, but the realization that our future together was never written in the stars. Our journey, though beautiful, was always destined to be a brief encounter. The love we shared was a precious gift, but even the most beautiful gifts have their limits. As we part ways, I am left to treasure the moments we had, while accepting that our future together was not meant to be. The dreams we spun together now seem like distant echoes, fading into the past. Our love, once vibrant and full of promise, is now a gentle reminder that not all futures are destined to unfold as we hope. Our story, though filled with passion, is drawing to a close. As we bid farewell to the future we once imagined, I am left with the bittersweet knowledge that our love was meant to be a beautiful but transient chapter. The future we dreamed of together now feels like a distant shore, unreachable and elusive. Our love, though profound, was never meant to be a lifelong journey, but a fleeting adventure in the vast expanse of time. As I reflect on our time together, I am struck by the realization that our love was a fleeting flame in the darkness. The future we once imagined now seems like a distant star, its light fading as we move apart. Our love was a bright and beautiful comet streaking across the night sky. But as we approach the end of its path, it becomes clear that our future together was never meant to be anything more than a brief, spectacular display. In the tapestry of our lives, our love was a vibrant thread. But as we unravel the design, it becomes clear that our future together was never part of the final picture. Our time together was a beautiful, fleeting moment. The dreams we once shared now feel like distant memories, their vividness fading as we move forward. Our love, though genuine and profound, was always meant to be a brief and beautiful interlude. As I come to terms with the end of our journey together, I find solace in the fact that our love was a fleeting but beautiful moment in time. The future we envisioned was never meant to be, but the memories we created will linger on. As we bid farewell to our shared future, I find myself reflecting on the beauty of what we had. Our love was a fleeting but precious gift, and while our journey together was not meant to be, the memories will remain forever cherished. The future we once envisioned now feels like a mirage, shimmering on the horizon but unattainable. Our love, though profound, was always destined to be a fleeting and beautiful moment in the passage of time. In the quiet aftermath of our love, I find myself facing the reality that our future together was never meant to be. Our time together was a beautiful but transient chapter in the story of our lives. Our love was a brilliant star that illuminated our path for a time, but as we move forward, it becomes clear that our future together was never written in the stars. The memories we created will forever shine in our hearts. As the seasons change and our paths diverge, it becomes evident that the future we dreamed of together was never meant to be. Our love, though genuine and deep, was always destined to be a fleeting moment in time. In the grand design of our lives, our love was a fleeting but beautiful thread. As we part ways, it is clear that our future together was never part of the final pattern, but the memories will remain a cherished part of our past. Our journey together was a fleeting but beautiful adventure, a momentary burst of joy in the vast expanse of life. As we move on, it becomes clear that our future was never meant to be part of our shared destiny. The dreams we once shared now seem like distant echoes, their vividness fading as we move forward. Our love, though intense and profound, was always meant to be a brief and beautiful interlude in the passage of time. As I reflect on our time together, I realize that our love was a fleeting but precious gift. The future we envisioned was never meant to be, but the memories we created will forever remain a cherished part of our lives. Our love was a brilliant light that shone brightly for a time, but as we move on, it becomes clear that our future together was never meant to be. The memories we made will forever illuminate our hearts. In the grand scheme of our lives, our love was a beautiful but fleeting moment. As we part ways, it is evident that our future together was never part of our shared destiny, but the memories will always be cherished. The dreams we wove together now seem like distant echoes, their brilliance fading as we move forward. Our love, though genuine and deep, was always meant to be a transient but beautiful chapter in the story of our lives. As we bid farewell to our shared future, I find solace in the beauty of what we had. Our love was a fleeting but precious gift, and while our journey together was not meant to be, the memories will forever remain in my heart. The tapestry of our love is woven with threads of joy and sorrow. As we unravel it, we come to understand that the future we dreamed of was a mirage, beautiful yet unattainable. Our journey together, though brief, was a treasured part of our lives. In the echoes of our laughter and the silence of our tears, it becomes clear that our future together was never meant to be. The love we shared was a fleeting spark in the grand expanse of time, illuminating our lives for a short while. As the chapters of our lives turn, it is evident that our love was a transient yet profound experience. The future we envisioned together now seems like a distant echo, its reality overshadowed by the inevitability of our separate paths. Our love, though once vibrant and full of promise, was always destined to be a temporary chapter. The future we imagined together has faded into the realm of dreams, leaving us to cherish the moments we had while moving on. In the quiet reflection of what we once shared, it becomes clear that our love was meant to be a brief and beautiful interlude. The future we dreamed of was never meant to unfold, but the memories we created will forever remain a cherished part of us. The moments we spent together now feel like fleeting fragments of a dream. Our love, though intense, was always destined to be a transient experience. The future we envisioned has gently slipped away, leaving only the echoes of what once was. As we part ways, I am left with the bittersweet realization that our love was a beautiful but brief encounter. The future we once saw together is now a distant horizon, and though we must move on, the memories will forever linger in our hearts. Our love was a fleeting but intense flame that illuminated our lives for a time. As we face the reality of our separate futures, it becomes clear that our journey together was never meant to be a lifelong one, but the memories we created will endure.